IGN Live. Season 1 of Netflix's live-action take on Avatar, The Last Airbender, was a certified hit. More than 21 million viewers watched Aang, Sokka, Katara, and the rest of Team Avatar take on the Fire Nation in the show's first week, right now. Like Sozin's Comet, Season 2 is almost upon us, and our heroes need new allies if they're to stop the Fire Lord. Let's take a quick peek at who's joining Team Avatar this season.
Up and at him, Bald Wonder.
This season, I'm really excited for people to see Toph being introduced.
Come on, Avatar. I'm gonna teach you to earthbend even if it kills you.
Casting Toph was a really extensive process. We looked at over 6,000 submissions. We narrowed it down, then did a chemistry read with Mia, and we knew she was Toph.
Mia got it. Mia embodied it. She was connected to the ground, to the earth, and I thought, that's Toph.
Well, it was a good try.
Really?
No! I've seen 2-year-olds hold their ground better.
And now, please welcome to the IGN Live main stage, Avatar Aang, played by Cormier, Toph Bei Fong, played by Miyako, executive producer and writer Boylan, and executive producer and director Jabbar Raisani.
Cute.
Mio Hotman, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
We have a new face on Team Avatar.
Yeah, we
Of course, Miyako is joining Team Avatar now as Toph Bei Fong, the very iconic role. But it's not your first credit by a long shot. You are in my favorite rom-com of all time, Always Be My Maybe. You played Zhu in Darkest Minds.
Yes.
These characters have a lot of their own kind of vulnerabilities. Did you bring that into playing Toph?
Sorry, can you go ahead and repeat that question? I'm sorry, I'm like having a hard time hearing.
Well, you played characters that have different kinds of vulnerabilities. And Toph, you know, she seems very tough. Toph sounds like tough.
Yeah.
But she has her own things going on. Did you take that preparation into preparing to be Toph?
Yeah, I mean, like, I think every experience helps a performance, just period, whether that be an experience of a character or from me. But I do think that Toph was such a unique experience that I felt more dedicated to portraying her as true to the animated series as possible and as true to the fans as possible, which I don't think is something that comes into consideration when you're making an original project.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to ask, what was it like having to walk barefoot on set all day?
Cold. Most of the time, we were in Vancouver, which is beautiful, but we were shooting in the middle of winter, and I remember one specific instance from season 2 where it had snowed a couple nights before, and I was still like, just for the help of me getting grounded into character and to just feel more and more like Toph, I literally told our costumes, I said, no, I'm gonna do it, it'll be fine. If I catch hypothermia, that's their problem. Like, I'll do it. So I think for me, it became honestly a practice of being settled into the character of Toph.
Feeling grounded, I see what you did there. What was it like training to earthbend?
Sorry?
What was it like training to be the world's greatest earthbender?
Oh boy. Well, all of us on the cast, Gordon and myself included, spent 6 weeks training before season 2. I worked a ton with our stunts team, who was run by Alan Tang and Dean Cho, who were fantastic. As someone with little to no martial arts experience, it was really nice to have people who understood the character and understood the actual tradition of what the bending styles were. And then I also trained with Joe Strecce, who was our blindness consultant for the show. He was fantastic. He spent 6 weeks educating me. He was there every day on set, even for little tweaks. So I feel like I had such a great support team.
That is great to hear. Gordon, how has Aang changed since season 1 when we last saw him?
He's, oh, this is louder than I thought.
Oh, it's real loud.
He's a little taller. His voice is a little deeper. He might be a little older, but he's just grown. He's grown. He can water bend. He's definitely a little stronger.
What's on his mind now? Is it the upcoming challenges, the avatars that came before, Katara? So many things to choose from.
a lot of responsibility, I feel like. The stakes get higher every season, so I feel like now it's really getting to him. Things are getting serious. Aang's got to lock in like really fast.
Well, this question's for everyone, but how was it filming seasons 2 and 3 back to back?
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, it was really nice. I feel like for us, it was really helpful because, you know, when you have a gap between filming, sometimes it's harder to get back into it. For us, it was like kind of just putting it down, taking a rest to be people, and then coming right back to it. And it was only like, what, a month?
Wow.
I mean, physically, it was like a lot for everybody, but the crew is amazing. The writers are amazing. Everyone in post is so terrific. Our cast is the best in the business. So, I don't know. For me, I got to discover things. If we were shooting like a season 3 scene, I could go back and seed something in season 2. We were able to make the 2 seasons talk to each other even more every day. Every time we shot something, we learned a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that was the best part of doing them both together is as we're making season 3, we'd be like, oh, you know what we could add to season 2? And then we actually had an opportunity to go back and shoot some of that stuff and then put it in season 2, even though we had already filmed a bunch of season 3.
Yeah.
So, but you know, the downside was we're just exhausted by the end.
Yeah.
That is a rare opportunity to get to do.
Yeah.
To fix season 2 while season 3 is being filmed. Jabbar, were there any visual effects that were really challenging to deal with as the director?
Yeah, I mean, some of the most challenging stuff, you know, thinking to the first episode and Serpent's Pass, you know, we're dealing with a creature that's not there at all. So it's a lot of Gordon and I and, you know, Cass talking about, hey, what's actually out there and what's happening in any given moment. But I think it's one of the great things working with Gordon is like he has an amazing ability to visualize what's not there. And, you know, then the Kuti Village fight, which is, you know, Toph's first joining up with Team Avatar. That was is a huge scale of bending with that. And I think everybody wants to know what's happening not only with my bending moves, which don't exist physically in that space, but like what's everybody else doing?
Yeah.
And like everybody's in this tiny little village all fighting each other. And it's like, man, this is actually a really hard sequence because everybody's doing giant bending in a tiny footprint. But, you know, it's a lot of conversations about the action and blocking it through, working with the stunt team. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Christine, I'm a huge fan of Avatar, going back to the animated series. It's got a huge fan base. I'm definitely not the only one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what is the process of adapting this story to a new version?
Oh gosh, I mean, we had a whole different process in season 1 that was sort of during COVID time. That was really interesting, and everyone was apart. In season 2, once we started the writers' room, we could all be in the same room together. So it really was. We just went hard just from day 1. Like, let's go. There was a lot of what do we love across all the seasons. We really broke the story for season 2 with season 3 in mind, just in case. So we try to manifest it, kind of. It's like, let's kind of break season 2, but know what we want to pick up in season 3 and just go from there. What are the adventures we can get here? What's something that is done better in animation and should be left to animation? Because I'm a huge animation fan. I'm a huge anime fan. Some stuff is way better in anime, right? But there's some stuff like you want to dig into it with live actors, and we have such an amazing cast.
We do.
So those are like the other meaty scenes we wanted to dig into. Fights, big conversations, deep emotions, like what can we get into that maybe the animation didn't have time for? So it's kind of a two-way street. I think both shows are really great, and I'm still a huge fan of both, actually.
I agree with you there, but on that note, I'd love to know, for all Fuller View, what are your favorite storylines from the animated series?
I mean, I think an obvious favorite is the fights, but then Tales of Ba Sing Se, which is what we get to see.
What about Ba Sing Se? Are there wars there? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Tales of Ba Sing Se, and one of my personal favorite storylines that's really focused on the animated series, especially for season 2, is the Spirit Library. That's really fun. I feel like that was such an anticipated thing, for the series. I feel like that is a really great storyline. But I think my favorite is Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Nice.
Are we like favorite from the animated series any season?
Any season.
Oh,
Dragons.
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 the dragons.
I love like Aang and Zuko for like a whole episode. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Figuring
That's
out
fair.
firebending, rainbow fire. It's
Get
dope.
to do a little dance.
Yeah, little dance, little dragon dance.
I'm looking forward to that.
I would go with Zuko alone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And being that I was, producing on the show and directing on the show, I got to raise my hand to do what is essentially a lot of that episode. So
Yeah, we liked writing Zuko alone because it's a Western. We got to do our Western, which I thought was really great.
You guys didn't have him do a standoff with anybody.
I mean,
Gonna stand off.
we have some very funny behind-the-scenes pictures of people doing standoffs with each other.
Can't do it all.
You can't do it all. If I were to say my favorite scenes, I feel like I would give away the things that I chose to write myself over the next two seasons. So I'm gonna step back from that question.
Well, we do have some questions that came from your fans on social media.
Awesome.
I'm going to use that for the rest of the time here. From Core Rights 97, for Miyako and Gordon, what is your favorite part of Toph and Aang's dynamic?
Oof. I mean, I feel like for me, especially in season 2, coming into a show that was so well developed, a cast that had, so many years to grow together, I was really pleased that like the Toph and Aang dynamic was actually pretty close to me and Gordon's dynamic in real life. There wasn't a lot of like big reaching to do there. There was a lot of growing together. He's like the younger cousin I only see maybe twice a year.
Wow.
He's great.
Can I, just to jump on that for a second, like the writers kind of saw that and that chemistry, this sort of sibling chemistry they had like right away. We jumped into it immediately, and it was like, wait, this is the moment. It's the most important moment for the gang to have someone come in and disrupt them. And it's the most important moment for Toph to have someone disrupt her life, whether she knows it or not. So that sort of like dual, it's like fate put them all together. And so we had a lot of fun with that.
I have one more question from Graptacular. Are there any iconic character lines you were excited to deliver, i.e. Toph calling Aang Twinkle Toes or gloating as the Melon Lord?
Oh, so spoilers, I mean.
Say that one more time.
Were there any iconic character lines that you were excited to deliver?
You guys are gonna see them all in like 20 days when the show comes out.
That is fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
All right. Not going to get better than that. That was amazing. Thank you all so much. Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 drops onto Netflix on June 25th. Thank you to Gordon Cormier, Miyako, Christine Boylan, and Jabbar Raisani for stopping by IGN Live. And for more from IGN Live, you're already in the right place. IGN.com.